Today I will be discussing the pros and cons behind raising the minimum wage to $12 per hour and how they affect Texas workers and business owners. The most recent development on raising the minimum wage was when President Obama said in the State of the Union address that he will be raising the minimum wage to $10.10 starting on January 1st, 2018. Out of all the development nations, the United States has the most unequal distribution of wealth, where the middle class has had the same since 2009, and the top 1% has seen a 95% increase. And by raising the minimum wage, Obama wishes to diminish this gap between the two classes. There's a lot of pros and cons between them, but I won't have enough time, so I'll be discussing just a few of the main points behind raising the minimum wage. One pro is that by raising the minimum wage, we would increase the economy, and with a good economy comes more job opportunities. And this will happen because when people have more money to spend, they will spend it more in places, ultimately causing a better economy. But some businesses will have to be forced to close down because as one person's pay it will increase, they will need to make up that money somewhere else and lay off another employee, which is a con. Another pro would be it would increase worker productivity and reduce employee turnover. This means that as minimum wage rises, the work becomes more appealing to people and they will be wanting to work there more. And they will do better knowing that they will be getting paid a decent amount. But by increasing the price of the wages, so will the consumer goods. Meaning that it would increase productivity, but would also increase the price, and people would want to spend less, making it a downfall. Another pro would be that increasing minimum wage would actually reduce poverty. An average household of two working on minimum wage makes around $15,000 a year, and the poverty line is $14,000. This is really close, and by increasing the wage, they hope to diminish the gap between that, or increase the gap between that. But the con about this is that by increasing minimum wage, the poverty line is just going to follow with that because the cost of living will increase as well. And as cost of living increases, the poverty line is just going to follow wherever the minimum wage goes, ultimately not making a difference in it. Another pro would be that it would reduce government welfare spending, allowing them to spend their money in other places. A con about this point is that most small family-owned businesses will be forced to close down because no one will be wanting to work there, not getting paid $12 an hour, and the business is not being able to pay that $12 an hour. They would have to file bankruptcy and ultimately using the government's welfare spending for that.